All right, everyone. Welcome back to the Scuffed Streamer Alliance podcast, where Tarkov is the main focus, but basically everything in regards to content creation and streaming will be talked about. Longo, how you doing today? Well, I just completely scuffed the fuck out of that.
Since we're fitting to the model boys, we're fitting.
Roll with it.
All right, yeah, I'm just gonna fucking nope. We're just gonna fucking send it. All right, Bungo, how you doing today?
I'm horrible.
All right, well, go ahead and tell them a little bit about yourself.
We're doing intros again. Okay, so I'm Stungies from Wisconsin. I'm sick. I have COVID. I'm on YouTube and TikTok, and I believe I have a Twitter that I don't use, so you can find me on there and watch all my posts that aren't there. I am not partnered. What do you call YouTube? Are you partnered on YouTube?
Partnered. It's partnered.
Is it partnered? I'm not partnered yet. We're at 60 subs. Need 1,000 to get partnered, so go drop me a subscribe and a like.
It's free.
It's free. Anybody can do it.
All
I like
right.
all my videos.
All right, Chef, how we doing today?
Oh, we're doing it, boys. We started off the fucking podcast really great.
Oh, yeah.
Bowser scuffed the royal fuck out of the introduction.
100%.
So for all of you that missed his introduction, which is including us, tune in on the next episode so you can actually hear the introduction.
Oh no. See, they'll hear it. You just didn't hear it.
Oh, so we just got scuffed out of it. Okay, sick, bro.
All
I was
right.
watching you talk.
We're sitting here. I'm like, does he know he's muted? I kind of wanted to hear that.
All right, Chef, tell them about yourself.
I'm Chef, as he just said. I go by Chef the Shooter on basically all socials: Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. I think is Chef Shooter for some reason. TikTok's and no, not TikTok. Twitter. It's a fucking Twitter's a dick. But yeah, I've been a chef or involved in food service for like damn near 20 years at this point. I'm kind of over it. Been gaming my entire life and not over it yet, so I abuse myself on the regular by playing Tarkov.
All right. And for those who don't know me, I am Berserk Bowser. You can find me on every social, same name, because I'm not as scuffed as these guys, and I have the same one on every single social site. YouTube, Twitter, fucking TikTok, Instagram. I've got it all. It's all the same name. Don't have a fancy YouTube link because, like Bungo, I am not partnered on YouTube yet. I am at 85 subs. Moving up slowly but surely, trying to hit 1,000 by the end of the year. And just so that you guys can hear it again, this is the Scuffed Streamer Alliance podcast, where we talk about all things Tarkov, all things content creation, streaming, and any type of gaming news that kind of piques our fancy.
Pique my fancy.
Ooh. So let's go ahead and we'll pop off real quick, and Chef, give them your basic rundown. What is Tarkov for those guys who don't actually know?
Probably pain, depravity, and a little bit of fun tossed in. So for those of you that don't know, Tarkov is a realistic survival first-person military sim. That'd be like the long explanation. The short one is just pain. I mean, the game takes place in Russia. You are a part of a military outfit, basically trying to bring order back to Tarkov. It is not Call of Duty. You will be pissed off a lot. This is not a click and respawn type of game. If you have like a mainstream game that you could compare it to, I'd say like Rust, DayZ in terms of risk to reward factor, right?
I would agree with that. I would 100% agree with that.
You know, like you die, you're dead, your shit, whatever you had on your person is gone. Unless you want to pay one of the rip-off traders right now to insure your shit for 100,000 rubles a shot.
Yeah, I mean Tarkov's one of those things. You know, for any of the viewers who haven't played it, it's the long-standing joke is you're not good at Tarkov, or you don't start getting good at Tarkov until you put like 500 hours plus in the game.
I would debate it's longer than that.
Well,
It's
now
not a game,
especially, I would 100% say now especially, yes, definitely over 500 hours.
Close to 3,000.
It's not a game that you just get home from work and you're like, I'm gonna play for 20 minutes.
Yeah, no.
You gotta grind.
So weird one, right? Because Tarkov's been going through some shit the last couple of weeks. State of Tarkov is nobody knows what the fuck is going on.
Wipe Thursday confirmed.
Yeah, nobody knows what's going on. We've got this extra tax that they just bumped everything up, but then they also lowered the amount of. They gave a 30% discount across all the traders, but that does also include you selling to the traders. Some weird RMT fixes because Tarkov, being a popular game, is experiencing what every popular game goes through nowadays, where there's cheaters, there's people paying cheaters to get carries through the games like you would in a rank style game mode, but in this case it's they're trying to get good loot. So this RMT fix is supposed to try and help towards that. I don't understand where they're going at with it. I get it, right? I can't drop something for one of my buddies to try and help him out anymore. But I don't see how that's going to fix the problem. I really don't.
Well, so I mean, I have like a little bit of insight, not insight, but like the thing with the drop mechanic now, right? So if you have anything that they have on a predetermined list, which includes more than one stim, any key, any trade up item or barter item, which we'll get into like a little bit more about the bartering stuff in a little bit, but they basically, before now, right, if you're, let's say, you're starting off with a friend, you need toothpaste for your hideout. Well, guess what? I've been playing for 3,000 hours. I have toothpaste. So I could bring in a toothpaste, be like, here you go, take this, stuff it in your butt, and go home with it and set up your stuff, right? That is now gone.
Only in Tarkov, by the way, can you say to stuff something in your butt.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can say it in other contexts too, but it's a little bit different of a meaning when you Tarkov something into your butt is just
versus like
things
prison time.
Yeah, or Stungy's Tuesday nights.
Every night, really.
Hey,
I'm mad at it. I ain't mad.
What it prevents now is people actually going online and purchasing like hard items, right? Somebody can fill a backpack full of mutants and pay $10 for it for some dickhead to go around and cheat his way across the map and then load into a dead raid, run to exfil, get a run through. It doesn't matter. You're not using these things for bartering, right? People are buying slicks, people are buying key cards, which these cheaters can just go around the map and be like, if you guys want that sound effect more often, you can just come by the stream.
I really never want it again.
I mean, they can literally vacuum stuff off the maps, right? I mean, when they pull their HUD up, this cheating program that they use, it shows you exactly where you can filter specific items to pop up on this HUD. So they know, like, hey, there's a red key card on the map. Beeline to it, kill everybody anywhere in the way because they can just auto-click heads from 3,000 meters. And then they grab this shit. Now, the red key card's worth a lot of money. I mean, even in-game, it's worth 50 million rubles.
Seem oddly familiar with the HUD system.
If you watch TikTok, you'll see it. It's all over the place. They're at least twice a day, I see somebody on TikTok just straight out cheating and promoting it. And it's like, oh, here, look, boom, boom, boom. It shows you what level people are. It shows you what they got in their fucking backpacks, if they got stuff on them. Like, it's crazy. They're not even playing the game.
But now, okay, so they're always going to try to want to be ahead of the cheaters. They have to stay ahead. But the cheaters are always going to find a way to get around it.
Apparently, there's already a way that people are getting around it.
They're going to spawn in and they're going to just spawn things, like just spawn a red key card. And it's going to be found in raid, and then they'll just give it to the guy. Like
I don't think it's working. From what I heard or saw maybe it was last night or this morning, I don't remember. was people saying that there's like some sort of like coding that recognizes these items as found in raid status. So they're literally just like changing the code.
Yeah.
On the exterior to get it to not explode when it drops.
Yep. It's gonna be a battle.
That I'm okay with, but it does affect the people that are like base their whole content series on like doing goofy shit, right? I mean, you have the friendly guy whose content is now like he's got to change his whole fucking like persona because he can't just like give away things now anymore.
Nope, he's got to find him in raid to give him away now.
Yeah,
which means that he's just gonna die a lot.
You have all these players that love doing these like fun like content creations because Tarkov is really like there's not many ways to play the game outside of like you have to fight or you die.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about it too, like that I would not have met our dude Kirk on the Lurk if he wasn't able to do that kind of stuff. Because he ran around pretending to be a medic for like 3 days.
Yeah.
No, you can't do that shit.
Opened up shops.
Yeah.
Like Trash Man. Have you guys seen Trash Man on TikTok?
The guy
just leaves a trail of trash and then he just sits in the room and he's got like good loot on him.
That's funny.
I don't know. I just don't see it being like, at least not for the content creation aspect, right? You have people that are like opening shops and pretending to be vendors in Tarkov. Like, these are things that people are going like way outside of the norm for the game that we're playing and trying to make something fun and creative.
Yeah.
So like, the little shit I get, but like, I mean, they have to just figure out a way to just like IP ban and fucking like hardware ban all these people that are cheating.
So the problem is, right, and I mean Bungo will understand this too, especially being a more tech person, is these programs that they come out with, right? They have spoofing hardware within them. So you're never going to find out their actual IP address. You're not going to find out their hardware ID address because these programs just hide it. They mask it.
Yeah.
It's one of the things is until God, this is
make
weird,
it a criminal offense.
Well, I would love that.
Yeah.
100%. But
if you get caught cheating, you get hung by your nuts from a fucking tree and left there.
Trace it back, find out where they live, and arrest them for being a dick.
Yeah.
Give no other information. Just you're a dick. You're going to jail.
You're a dick. You're going to jail. And you're going to dick jail, by the way.
Yeah. All you have to do is meet Bubba the whole time.
No, you're gonna be locked in a room with your ass lubed, and there's gonna be nothing flat except for dildos everywhere. So no matter which way you turn or bump, you are getting something poking you directly in the asshole because you are a dick. You want to be a dick, you are going to be surrounded by dick your entire life. You go to lay down in bed, dick. You go to brush your teeth, no toothbrush, you got a dick with bristles on it. Like,
your roommate
is so full of dick. It's not even funny.
And your roommate is always Big Bob.
Yeah.
And guess what? Big Bob, he's got a big old dick.
Speaking of big old dicks.
Cock meat sandwich.
Speaking of big old dicks.
This is not that kind of podcast.
No.
That I knew of.
No.
There's no big old dicks here.
Worst boss in Tarkov. Go.
Shala, because I can never fucking find him.
Yeah, but he's easy to kill.
Yeah, he's easy to kill.
He's easy to kill if you fucking find him.
Yeah, well, see, I have that problem with Killer, right? Like, Killa's not only a dick to fight, he's also a dick to find. But honestly, fucking Gluhar.
Yeah, definitely Gluck Gluck.
Gluhar is that fucking Gluck Gluck 3000 is a fucking machine, bro.
Yeah. I would say probably top two broken. Like, broken is in like aim broken bosses. It's definitely going to be Killer and Gluhar. Yeah. I mean, you want to talk about absolutely busted bosses right now is Tagilla.
Talk about Tagilla.
That man, like, you shoot that dude and he just sits there and he's like, I'm just gonna heal. Like, that's all I'm gonna do.
I've been running a lot of this nighttime factory recently, right? Just like fucking around and like basically just practicing, right? Like using scavs at night to just practice aim.
Yeah.
And anytime I run into him, I've literally over the last like week, I've maybe died to him twice, and it's because he was hiding somewhere and I turned a corner and he was just guns out. Every other time you shoot him a few times, like you said, he runs away for like 10 steps and he just sits there and heals. You can literally go there and tap him on the forehead with your cock, and he's just like, nope, I'm gonna IFAC.
Why does he take so many bullets? Like, he has a face mask on, I get that, but you can shoot him in the back of the head with a shotgun. He's like, oh, thank you.
So he has
Bosses have higher health
he
pool.
has the highest health of anybody in
Doesn't
the game.
make sense to me. You should make him look like Terminators.
I mean, that's essentially what he is. I mean,
does.
the dude chases after you with a fucking sledgehammer.
Yeah.
Like, I remember, like, fuck, what was it? Last wipe when they added factory expansion. Yeah,
no.
it had to have
I
been,
think
because
it
that's
was
what.
2 wipes ago.
No, it had to have been last wipe, because we've only been playing for 2 wipes together. This
Yeah.
wipe and the last one.
Yeah, the expansion was already there.
I didn't play the wipe that it was added, so it had to been 2.
No, you
'Cause they didn't
started the
add
last wipe
Tagilla.
halfway through, Bungo. Because you started playing with me and Jopa.
Yeah.
I
Because
think they added Tagilla when they. I don't think they added Tagilla when they did the factory expansion. I think he came after.
no, he got added with the factory expansion. Because I can remember the first time that I loaded into factory and I was running around that fucking expansion, he
Oh,
scared
you're like,
the
"Oh my God."
piss out of me because he would just run at you with the fucking sledgehammer out. He's just like, come here.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what the fuck happened in the coding, but now it's just like, oh, let me shoot him twice in the fucking leg. He'll sit there and heal for 20 minutes while I can just sit there and unload a
Just
fucking gun into him.
mag dump him.
I think Reshala is actually pretty balanced. Mostly because it's customs, right? It's the map that everybody gets forced into for basically the first 20 hours of Tarkov.
Wait, did I say Shala?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't mean Shala. Who's the one on Shoreline?
Sanitar.
That guy.
Sanitar's a bitch.
That's true.
I
I will also confirm that Sanitar is a bitch.
Sanitar's a bitch because he's impossible to fucking kill.
Yeah.
Like, he just overheals everything. Like, I have sat there, and I have clips from last wipe when we were all hunting him, where I literally shot him twice in the fucking head, and he was just like, I'm gonna just grizzly and stim my way through everything.
Well, yeah, because he's sitting in the corner jabbing his fucking asshole with fucking morphine and ketamine. He's just juiced out of his fucking mind. I mean,
yeah. But I mean, that's. I think Reshala is probably, I would say, the only one that's working as intended. Because if Shala catches you off guard, they're gonna fuck you up. But they're not impossible. They're really, it's a solid fucking boss for, that beginning map for everybody to go to. There's not many people that I know that literally can't just be like, oh, okay, Reshala and the guards are here, let's kill everything and then loot and leave. But like Sanitar, Gluhar, Killa. I have not seen Killa this entire wipe.
I seen him 3 times a few weeks ago, and he killed me every fucking time.
I saw him from outside, and he shot me.
That's one of the things is like, and I know it's not.
Garage. Yeah, he was in the garage. He shot me while I was walking by.
I know it's not like a required task, but killing fucking Killa 100 times. Shit, even the one where you have to get his helmet found in raid with the face mask. Like, I've run probably like 100 and some odd interchange, not ran into him once.
Pretty sure the one where you have to get his mask is the same one where you have to kill him.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Just one time. You have to
just
kill
one time.
Yeah, it's
just one time. But like, I don't know how these dudes do it when they do the 100 times. The stylist one or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Where they kill him 100 times, and I'm like, you're on crack. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not
Grape
doing that.
Completed that, didn't he?
I don't think Grape did. No.
Said he did.
Yeah, he might have.
Yeah.
He might have. I mean, Grape's
No,
insane.
he did the woods Sturman 25 times or whatever.
Oh yeah.
God, that's one
Well,
guy that we didn't even talk about. Sturman with his unlimited aim sight.
Well, what about the double tap?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's an all bosses problem right now, right? Is bosses and their guards. On your screen, you got shot once, but you immediately drop dead, and then you look at your after action. It's like, oh, you got shot 45 times, and you're like, wait,
Yeah.
what? The fuck are you talking about?
I actually have way more of a problem with Rashala's guards than I do with anybody else's, to be honest.
Yeah, if they catch you before you catch them, like
It's
you're
yeah,
dead.
they're just it's
They
ridiculous.
like their grenades too.
Yeah.
They love
Well,
their grenades.
their spawns are also kind of wild, right? Like you have stronghold, which is all corners. You have dorms all corners, and then you have interior, exterior, and like behind the wall. I've seen them in gas station, so there's cover everywhere.
Yeah, it's just I think, and I know that they've, Nikita has said, right, they're working on the AI. But God, I hope it comes fucking soon. Because the amount of times where, like, you could be doing, like, the best crouch walk up and, make no noise. And all of a sudden, they're, Swahili! And you're dead. Like, what?
It's just pure panic too when you're just walking through gas and you're like, oh, I don't hear anything, and you turn the corner, they're all just like cluster fucked in a corner.
Yep.
You're like, oh, I guess this is where I die.
Okay, yeah.
Rashala's got a Saiga with AP20 in it.
He's an angry
Oh,
elf.
great. I think I'll just go fuck myself. Thank you.
Speaking about fucking yourselves, so I know you're like the barter king, Chef, right?
I'm the board
You
daddy,
you are the barter king. I don't think many of the barters are even worth it anymore.
They're going to be a lot more prominent now. I'll tell you that.
Why?
The RMT thing. No more key trading. No more of this.
But
no more dropping stuff for people.
But that's the thing. Then they need to rework the whole barter system and actually equal these out, because like the DVL barter doesn't make any sense. At the beginning of Wipe, it was like 2 power filters for a DVL, and you're like, oh yeah, cool, because I want to pay $1.8 million for a DVL.
Yeah, so I think you're right. There are definitely barters that need to, come down. But you got to also think the DVL is also the best sniper rifle in the game.
Debatable. It's the quietest.
Over what?
It's the quietest.
Mosin?
The T5000.
The T5000 is phenomenal.
Yeah, but you're talking about the top 2 bolt action sniper rifles in the game, and like you said, also the quietest.
Yeah, it's mostly because their
trades.
subsonic system doesn't work.
Well, I'm just for argument's sake, right? They are 2 of the best in the game.
100%.
Right? I mean, if you want to talk about like early game sniper trades, at level 1 Prapper for 5 D batteries and 8 AA's, you can get a Mosin with a scope on it.
Yeah,
which,
but
as
what
Bongo knows, that thing claps fucking assholes.
But what I'm saying though is I think that now that like you can't trade items with your buddies, right? Because if I'm 2 D batteries away from getting that,
yeah,
I can't go, Chef, bring me in 2 D batteries, I'll fucking toss you 10,000 rubles.
No, yeah, but you can go into raid and more than likely find 2 D batteries as a squad, right? If we're going in together, we'll find something.
I agree, but I agree.
Right spawns.
I agree, but I disagree, because remember, for a week, I had every single one of you guys looking for Poxaram.
I found you 2 of them.
Well, it's also you're gonna have to craft more stuff.
Yeah.
People are gonna actually
I think
their hideouts and stuff.
I think the crafting. So here's one of the things, right? And this is where and this is my personal opinion, right? I think that level 1, right, traders should be the only traders that you can actually spend money on. Level 2, 3, and max level should only be barters. And then they need to actually increase like what I can craft in the hideout.
There should be more stuff that you can craft in the hideout. I agree with that. There's a few
I think
rounds,
they need useful stuff in the more useful things.
Well, that's the thing, right?
Bullets that you can craft. Like, you don't want to craft those bullets because they're horrible.
Well,
yeah, but in early Wipe, when you're down bad on ammo and shit, and it only costs you like.
Yeah, but the thing is, man, is this fucking shit. I mean, I see where Bungo's getting, because half that shitty ammo, I can walk into fucking Stronghold and find 5 boxes of PS ammo.
I can scav in with my scav and just walk back out.
But not everybody feels comfortable to just walk in and go grab fucking 200 rounds of PS from Stronghold.
Well, then they need to get better at the game.
Agreed, but if you want to make the game like, I don't know, I think you need like that even baseline of where it's like these things need to be easily accessible. So the low tier stuff.
Yeah, they probably want to make it hard though.
Yeah.
They want it to be this.
Yeah, but that's the thing, right? Is like getting that top tier ammo is going to cost you a lot of money. It's going to cost you a lot of hours and a lot of grinding and like crafting and
I understand
like,
that, but that's what we're saying is you can't craft everything in the hideout.
Yeah.
No, but
The
you can
hideout,
craft
the hideout should be
a
able
lot.
to craft every single thing in the game that is used for another craft or another barter.
I don't know.
There should be like, no, they should add like an ammo press or something that you just craft any ammo type with like random shit, like certain gunpowders.
Yeah,
Maybe add
I mean,
some kind of
Or add
bullet
like a
tips or-
breakdown system.
yeah,
where you can like
break down a gun.
you can like you can like no, I think he's talking like you can like strip down old like buckshot for the powder and the pellets, you know what I mean, and use those to craft better ammo, which 100% that would be fucking insane.
But I
But
think
you're also talking about a whole new like leveling system and like gaining experience because you're not just gonna start cracking open shells. You're gonna have shells like, blowing up on you as like an amateur, like I don't know what it's called, an ammo smith.
No,
well-
you would just get less from it. Like, so you take apart a shotgun shell,
yeah,
maybe you get 20% less because you're level 1.
it's almost impossible. Like unless you're like a real fucking idiot, Chef, you're not gonna blow up around by prying it open.
Unless you're hitting the back with a hammer.
I'm saying like firing these like homemade rounds.
Yeah, but
That's not that hard.
if like Bungo said though, if they add an ammo press, I mean that's basically how they do it in factories, except it's just computerized.
Yeah, no, I've seen it done before.
But no, I don't think traders, right? Because we have the flea market, right? That's where almost everybody spends most of their money. You know, besides maybe
I try
you.
not. I don't anymore.
But I don't.
Once you get max traders, you don't really need the.
But that's
the
what I'm
flea for
saying.
most
I
things.
don't think that the flea market, or I don't think that traders should. You shouldn't be able to spend any money on traders sub the level 1 shit. Everything should be a barter system, because we're talking about. So if you really want to think about it, right? We're talking about if you want to base it off the lore, like lore wise, right? This place is basically the apocalypse of Russia.
Yeah, it's a war torn Russia.
That money isn't gonna be worth shit.
Yeah.
So it would be it would make more sense to go, hey man, I'm gonna give you these 5 fucking AKs for that armor you have right here. Than it would be for me to go to Ragman and dump 200,000 rubles, which mean absolutely nothing in an environment like Tarkov.
Which is like 12 cents.
Well, yeah, I mean, you want to talk about modern day.
Yeah, I'm saying that shit's probably worth like $10.
You know, it doesn't make a lot of sense.
I get that. That I will 100% agree with.
But it's just, I mean, the whole game's still in beta. We still don't even know what the fuck the end game of Tarkov is going to look like, right? We don't know how this game's going to be in 3 years when, you know, it's hopefully at that point done.
At this point, we don't even know what it's going to be like tomorrow.
That's valid. That's valid. I mean,
Wipe Thursday confirmed.
You know, before we talk about the maps, I mean, look at what we got. We've got back-to-back events going. You know, every time that they start like rapid firing through these events, wipe happens.
It's a flag.
You know, it's every time that we have rapid fire events, you know, weekend after weekend. I mean, the fucking Rogue one went for like 6 days.
I'm just glad that stupid fucking removed all the traders is done. I lost so much money.
You lost so much money. I don't want to even talk about it.
I didn't have money to lose and I lost money.
Well, yeah, but that's just because you couldn't like buy shit from them.
I don't know. I wasn't here
even
for it.
Still, like even if that, so like let's say in that scenario, right? Like Bungo would have been royally fucked because Bungo doesn't actually like loot for things that he needs. He just wants to take like intel at a fucking crack house. He don't give a shit about nothing else.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, fucking screwdrivers and pliers are selling for $40K a piece right now.
No, but
Hey,
I mean,
sold
You
an
know,
MP7.
you know how much money I got in screwdrivers, bro?
no, but I mean, you got to think, right? Like in the new barter system, Intel might trade for something super fucking good.
I mean, isn't there an Intel barter?
I don't think it's worth
They
it.
could do so much more shit with Intel besides just the scav case. Like that, you could get like a map of like good loot for a map or something. Like I don't know, because the intel means nothing besides giving it to the scavs right now.
Would you really say that intel is worth finding out where the good loot is on a map? Like you don't already know where it is?
No, but so like we already know what they're working towards, right? They're working towards a randomized loot system.
Yeah. She's saying like load into a raid with an intel on you, and it will show you like, hey, there is
higher probability of better loot in this area.
You can do that by just signing up to these fucking losers discords and buying their fucking cheat packs. I mean, it'll cost you $25 and a blowjob on Discord.
How do you do that?
I don't like this.
Just knocked my Baja Blast off the table.
Your Baja.
Also, I'm out of beer, and I know you guys don't want me to leave, but
no, drink your Baja Blast.
Yeah, Baja Blast.
I want my
Bungo,
blast.
We're recording. All right. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna shotgun you guys. It's not on the fucking thing. What is one mechanic you want them to add to Tarkov?
Vaulting.
Okay. Vaulting.
Headphones.
Vaulting is already confirmed to be coming. So
that's gonna be a fucking disaster for them. I feel like.
Oh, vaulting and mantling is from what I've been able to find out is one of the hardest mechanics to actually like get to work properly.
Oh, I know. Can I switch my answer?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I want to be able to switch peak arms. Like you have your right arm, I want to be able to swap the gun.
That's also coming.
Okay.
It can be in raid, it can be out of raid too.
Yeah, I want to be able to hot click things into my containers when they're open.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I mean, god damn.
Open up my ammo box and go through my inventory and be like, boop, 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 and just all of it go in there.
Oh,
and then
I want Phil.
Open up.
Phil. I want Fill. Just like right click a box, like right click your scav container, and say fill. So it fills everything in your inventory that can go in that container.
Oh, Veritas did a YouTube short on how they could actually implement that, and it was actually pretty cool.
That'd be fucking insane.
Yeah, I mean that you're just doing like the lazy version of mine. I want to at least be able to just like decide what goes in the box. Bungo's throw all the shit in the box.
So
Bungo's like cleaning up the living room after the kids are playing, like kicking all that shit into the fucking box.
Throw it in there and auto sort. Also, I want auto sort to like if I auto sort my ammo container, I want it to take the 37 rounds and merge it with the 3 rounds that are right next to it.
Yeah,
just
auto stack. So this is what I want, right? I want a loadout system. Kind of like how we already have the presets for the gun, right? But I want to literally be able to click loadout #1, and it gives me my armor, my ears, my fucking mags, my gun, everything, right? So I want Tarkov to get to the point where like Tarkov right now is basically like 2 games, right? You've got your in-raid game, and then you've got your out-of-raid game.
You mean
I want to minimize all time outside of raid. You know, I want to be able to, okay, I just got fucking slammed. Let me go fucking hit loadout #2 because I want to snipe. And it throws together all my stuff, buys whatever it needs to, and just puts it in, right? But it's a little bit bigger than that, right? Because in order to do that, you have to basically rework the entire inventory system, the entire trader system, so that you can quick buy these things. Because, God, we've all had that time where you're sitting there and like you half build a gun. It's like error, moving items, and then you fucking get kicked back to the main menu. Mm-hmm. You load in, and you've got 55 fucking parts everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, how much easier would that be for Bungo, who's, you know, normally his stash looks like a fucking nuke went off.
It looks like World War III, or like Tarkov.
Yeah.
You should see it right now. It's bad.
It's probably horrible.
I'm low key sorting my inventory.
Can't even sort it.
So, Chef, favorite map, go.
Customs, man.
Okay, Bungo.
I really
Lighthouse. Every time I go to Lighthouse, I find an armor repair kit, so I can't complain.
Well, right now the PMC extracts on Lighthouse are bugged, so
yeah, you can't even exfil.
Yeah.
Goes a scav anyway.
Probably my favorite is one that we actually don't play that much. It's Reserve.
You like Reserve?
I love Reserve. And next wipe, I'm going to mainline that map a lot more. There's so many different ways to get around in that map. There's so much going on all the time. I do like Lighthouse. Lighthouse needs to go through some major like
Fixes.
I won't necessarily say fixes, more like optimization. Because like I have a juiced rig, right? Like I there's no reason why I should not be able to run basically anything that Tarkov throws at me with no problem and perfect fidelity. When they released Lighthouse, I can remember sitting there and I'm like, oh cool, I'm getting 55 FPS. That's great. Hell yeah.
My wife brought me a beer.
Nice.
Text her.
But and then I can't play interchange because interchange for some reason there's fog inside buildings.
Apparently, part of the patch was to remove the rain from inside the fucking buildings.
It's
We
like
should
interchange
rain
needs
down.
interchange just needs to get completely like somebody needs to fine tooth comb that entire fucking map.
You mean remove the fog?
Not even just that, man. Like there are things in interchange that don't make sense. Like I can literally go to interchange at 2:00 in the morning, and everything outside the map I can see perfectly fine. Like everything outside of the mall. Like
Yeah.
I've never once had to bring MVGs to interchange. Like it's just super bright. Then you go inside and there's fog fucking everywhere. You can't see, like I can't see from one end of the mall to the other. And I'm like, oh, that's
Yeah.
cool. Like this is great. And then, hiding in the fog is Killa, and he's just gonna, power slide
Face
around
fuck you.
the corner and absolutely destroy you. But no, I mean customs is great. Customs we run a lot because it's easier to keep track of people.
Well, it's like you said before,
Depends on
too,
the
right?
people.
Well, yeah, 100%. But like we said before, like that's the map that everybody spends the most amount of time on in the beginning of wipe.
Yep.
Right? The majority of your tasks are on customs. You get very familiar with customs. There's a shit ton of good loot spots. There's tons of places for fights, close range, long range, mid range. Like it's just I think out of all the maps, it's probably the most balanced.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 100%. The only thing that I will say about customs is the actual custom side of customs is fucking useless.
What's the custom side?
Big Red.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, yeah.
Like that whole side of the map, there's nothing good over there.
Yeah.
Well, there's a slick on a dead body, but your friends shoot you for it.
Well, yeah, 100%. But no, like, there's no good PvP areas over there. Like, it's just like, here's a storage area and some cars and Big Red. Ooh. The other side of the map, you've got dorms, you've got old gas, new gas, stronghold, bones, or what some people call Alamo.
Who the fuck calls it Alamo?
Fucking Lupo's group, Landmark. Nobody's calling it. What the fuck were we calling it before?
Construction?
No, not
Skeleton.
construction. Is skeleton. Yeah, nobody's been calling it that anymore. I don't know why.
No, fuck those guys.
I like bones because it's easier to fucking get out. Because
Yeah.
if I'm flustered trying to fucking scream out he's at skeleton, it never comes out right. It normally just sounds like he's at
It's like, all right, Don Vito, where is he?
We had talked before about changing around tasks, so you don't have the same tasks that you begin with every single time. So everybody's rushing to the pocket watch one. I don't think we talked about that on the podcast. I think we were just talking about that.
So no, I mean, and you're 100% right. I mean, but the thing is that you would have to do is I would say it would only be able to be the task from 1 to 20.
Yeah.
Right? Because basically everything after 20 is locked behind those 1 to 20 tasks. So I would love to see them just fucking,
Randomize it.
yeah, like Chef fucking loads in. He's like, oh man, I got Pocket Watch. And I'm like, oh fuck, man, I got Project Aquarius.
Yeah.
I gotta
Or
go
just have,
fucking
the
dorms and
starting
find
tasks,
water.
like, between like 3, just have 3 different starting tasks that are randomized. Somebody might have Pocket Watch. Somebody might have the Pocket Watch, but it's in Big Red or something.
Yeah,
Oh,
or
well, so now
just
you're
move it
talking
around.
you're talking about moving like
Not exactly like moving the Pocket Watch, but something like okay, you have a pocket watch. I have to go find a book in Big Red.
Or you got to go find the fucking graphics cards that are up in Big Red.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Something like that.
you basically
The same level of difficulty tasks, just in different areas. So not everybody's like at the beginning just going straight for that tanker, and then it's just hot zone. But it's only the hot zone for a couple months.
not even. It's a hot zone for like 4 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once all the like players get through it, it's empty.
Yeah, I mean, I feel bad because, like, you know, you look at these guys who, you know, they're like, oh, it's my first wipe, and they get on, it's like day 2 a wipe, and they got fucking dudes like, you know, Pestily, Lupo, fucking
DP with fucking Raider guns and shit already. Yeah, I mean, it's brutal. I mean, even today, right? I was running a bullshit. I was just like fucking around doing a daily to kill scavs. I ran into this guy on Nighttime Factory. The man was literally naked. He was a level 2. It's like, bro, like, what are we doing here, man? You got shit to be doing to get you like to the point where you can be here, where you have like a gun with a flashlight or something. He was literally running around the dark.
At this point, tasks are. I don't think anybody's doing any tasks.
Yeah,
well,
I've given up.
There are a lot of new players. I've noticed a shit ton of low levels as of lately.
Well, so is it low like new players, or are they people who reset their accounts? Because we've reached the point in the wipe, right? So Pestily actually did out the like average time, right? An average is 6 months, and it's actually been decreasing back down again. But normally around the 5-month mark, you see like Willers is normally fucking reset his account 4 fucking times by now.
Yeah, well, but you can't.
No,
because guys like that to people.
No,
like,
because I can, because when you look in their chats, you know, these dudes are carrying 10,000, 12,000, 15,000 people, and they're like, oh, I'm also going to do it. Because the thing is, we're not running into like level 2 standy accounts. We're running into level 2 EOD accounts.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
You know, the standy accounts are the ones who, you know, with just cajerbled fucking like letters and numbers, and you have no idea whether or not you just got fucking hacked on, or, you know, like what happened to us the other day where we had some dude from fucking Europe playing on American servers to try
190 ping.
You know, trying to abuse the ping system. You know,
There's definitely
I do think that there are new players, because normally, you know, this far into wipe, you have people who are like, I'm gonna learn at the end of wipe, so that when first wipe comes up, I don't get fucking destroyed.
Yeah, well, guess what, bud? running into me on Nighttime Factory wearing a hex grid with a fucking MK16 isn't gonna help you get any better.
You could have.
I mean, it could though, because imagine
I'm friendly.
You know, imagine. I mean, you start getting good with level 1 shit weapons against these high tier fucking players, because guess what, man? Like, none of the face, none of the face masks, you know, except the wrist T and the Alton, are gonna do shit versus anything that's, you know, a mediocre bullet or better.
Mm-hmm.
How many times have we, you know, gotten penned right through an exfil mask by some dude who's running 856A1? And you're like, I can understand 995 and 855A1, but like 856A1 right through and you're dead.
Yeah, I mean, and in my defense, Bungo, I killed him before I realized he was naked. He came in like the bottom floor on the like back exfil side of the offices. I ran in the front. He came, busted open the side door, just ran right at me, and I was just like, "You're dead." You're just the god.
I thought it was just like you were watching Helen Keller walk around. You're like,
no. I didn't like pick on the kid in the dark, dude. That's just cruel and unusual.
All right. So this is more for Chef, because Bungo, I know you haven't played it. New games, Vampire Survivors, best game this year, 100%.
I love that thing.
That
I really have a lot of fun playing
so
that.
much
the one
fun.
that I was watching. It looks like Asteroid.
Yeah, it's
Well,
all the
like,
it's all the dude. That game is so fucking addicting.
It really is. It's like crack.
But the thing is it's addicting because like you can't get angry at it, and it's just mindless killing. Like, you can't get angry. You're just like, oh, okay, whatever. I'm just fucking things up. Like, I had a run the other day, and it was like, oh, you killed 250,000 creatures, and I was like, oh, yes.
Dude, I ran it one time until I had an achievement for it for running it past like the 30-minute mark.
Yeah.
So like eventually the game just starts to become like where the game is trying to kill you. Right? Like there is no possible way for you to move without just being swarmed. The whole screen is full of mobs. But the abilities that you have, like, well, that I was using with garlic OP for anybody that's played it.
Nah, man. Holy Bible
Yeah,
all day.
no, garlic, holy Bible, boomerangs.
Have you
and
played
the whip.
have you played so they added in more weapons and more evolutions.
Oh, did they?
Oh,
Sick.
bro. There's
I'm
one
gonna go
that's there's 2 pistols and a book that gives you a revival. And once you get the pistols all the way leveled up, they combine and you just shoot out like 12 different rays of fuck you and nothing
Sick.
can touch you.
Oh yeah, dude, I was literally just running through the mobs, just like eating them with the fucking with the max level garlic, just cruising around in a circle. I was just like, I'm like trying to die at this point and I can't.
You know, you've got like I was playing before the stream or before the podcast. I was playing fucking the new Evil Dead game. That game is everything Dead by Daylight wishes it was.
I mean, well,
I played the
explain
first
this.
one of that. There's 3 now, right? I know there was 2.
What do you mean?
You said Evil Dead?
Yeah, so there's Evil Dead the game, and it just came out. It's phenomenal. Like you can either play as for older people like us, right? The original Evil Deads with Bruce Campbell. You know, they were originally supposed to be a horror movie. They went more towards like horror comedy. So you've got Bruce Campbell that you can play as, or any of the other people. Like King Richard is in it. Or you can play as the Kandarian demon, and you hunt down these people before they try and destroy the Necronomicon. And you
That's
can set off scare traps. You can possess people. You can possess a car and run them over.
That's hysterical.
Like it's
You never
awesome.
seen Ash vs. the Evil Dead, Bungo? The guy with the chainsaw hand?
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
I was
dude, you
thinking
would
of
love
Evil
it.
Within.
No, you would
No,
love
no.
it.
Yeah,
You would
it's
love it.
Ash vs. the Evil Dead.
Did you guys see? I just saw an ad on I think it was on Hulu. There's a new game coming out. It's called The Quarry.
I've
Kind of
not
looks
seen
like
it.
The Forest. It looks a lot like The Forest. Like there's something that's like hunting you. And
I know The Forest 2 is coming out.
Really? I didn't play the first. I have never played Forest.
Forest was spooky.
Yeah, but I mean, Bungo, you were a guy who just plays shooters mostly.
Yeah, I don't enjoy anything
I
else.
think-
really.
well,
I'll play a little bit of.
I think you would not. I think you would if you branched out just a little bit and you started playing some of these fucking games, because some of these games are phenomenal. Like the only reason why I will not play Icarus right now, and I know it's coming, they've said it's coming, is I want a persistent mode. I don't want to have to rebuild my shit every mission.
Just survive, yeah.
I would play any first-person games. I don't like the third-person or top-down or anything like that. I can't do that. It's just weird.
I mean, you can play Icarus in first person.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'll play those games. I just anything third-person or top-down. Just not for me.
You got I know you've been playing it a little bit. You've been playing Marauders, which literally is Space Tarkov at this point.
Yeah. See, this is where I think Space Tarkov really comes. Everybody called the cycle Space Tarkov. I'm like, nah.
So there's
this is fucking Space Tarkov,
so
bro.
they're both Space Tarkov, but different things, right? Because you've got Marauders, which is like you're actually like boarding spacecrafts.
Yeah.
And you're hunting people down. And it has virtually the same exact gameplay loop as Tarkov. The cycle is a little bit more, I would say, Space Tarkov with more of an RPG hit to it, because it's a lot more arcadey.
I think it's just a different art style.
Well,
like,
yeah,
I don't
but
even think the game itself is arcadey.
Oh, I do. The
combat a little bit. Yeah.
The combat is very much esque. It's like they tried to go, all right, we're gonna take some of these Tarkov mechanics, the rating system, throw a little bit of Call of Duty shooting style to it, because the guns don't really have recoil in cycle.
So it reminds me of Grounded.
Yeah, it's basically Tarkov light. It's Tarkov for casuals is basically what I consider the cycle. Whereas Marauders, and it looks great, I just don't know if I want to put the time into another early access game.
Yeah, I mean, I had a lot of fun with it. I just wish I had people to play it with. It is definitely a bitch trying to fly your ship while getting shot at by somebody else and then being boarded by like a 4-man when you're solo. I was fucked. It
No.
got
It
to the
did
point where
seem-
I was like loading in and I was getting shot at before I even like fully loaded into the map. And I'm just like, well, this blows.
I did watch some gameplay. I might buy it. It looked pretty fun.
I might just to just to play it with you guys, but it's one of those things too. Is like I'm getting really aggravated with all like I love some of these things. Early access are great, right? Because like the devs for Marauders, they've been in a fuck ton of people's streams. Like, hey man, give me your actual, your criticisms, things you want to see us improve, and they're
Yeah.
being very vocal with the community. But then you got these games that sit in early access, like Tarkov is the longest game that's ever been in beta. I'm not kidding.
Over Fortnite?
Yes, is looked it up. It's the
Game's been in
longest
beta
game,
for
the longest
years.
game that is in beta. It's fucking nuts.
But I mean, it also says something. They don't want to publish an unfinished game.
But I think the problem is I think like,
When
when
is it going to be finished?
yeah, like, am I gonna wait another 3 years?
Yeah.
I mean, but
It could
now
never.
so
It might stay in beta. There's a lot of games that just stay in beta.
That's
here's,
true.
Die in
Here's,
beta.
here's my thing, right? Would you not rather have them be like, hey, we have this game, it's not finished, right? We want to, like, because they are like, Tarkov is also very involved with their communities, right?
They are.
Like,
They are. I'm not saying that they're
their
not.
social media presence is like huge. They're always dropping like lore stuff and like, like they want people to be interactive with the community and with the game itself, which I think they do a great job of. They have a lot of
Oh,
there's
100%.
always, if you're involved in Tarkov, right, there is like massive threads on like Twitter and shit like that of like what's going on, and everybody's giving these crazy opinions about like, well, this is what they think, and like they always have people on their toes, right? I would rather have a game that they worked on for a few years, right? We're like, hey, this isn't done yet, but we're going to continue to update it all the time.
So
And then when it's done, like it's done.
here's my issue
Or,
though,
hey,
right?
here's this teaser. The game's going to come out in 6 years.
So here's my issue though, right? So we look at Tarkov, right, which is probably, I mean, besides games like Terraria and stuff like that, this is one of the biggest indie games that's ever released. Hundreds of thousands of
Yep.
copies sold, with over 90% of the player base being EOD. EOD is
Is it
100.
really that high?
Yeah, EOD is 140 USD.
Mhm.
So you've gotten all this money, right? A fuck ton of money. Content at this point, with the amount of money that they have been basically internally funded by their own player base, they almost have enough to be a fucking AAA studio at this point.
Well, okay,
Off of
But-
one game?
but now hang on, because now 140 USD, their economy right now, because it's a Russian-based game.
No, so
It was at,
contrary
like,
to
$10?
contrary to popular belief, everything for Tarkov is run through the UK.
Oh, okay. I thought it was through Russia. Like I was like, oh, $140 is like
so-
probably $15 Russia.
And we don't know, right? We don't know what happened, right? Because when the whole Russia-Ukraine thing, which I don't want to really hit too hard on
Yeah,
the
it's-
podcast, when that popped off, right? BSG went radio silent for like a month. Like we didn't hear anything. And like we all know, Twitter shut off everything, and every avenue that they would have had, being a Russian-based company, was shut off. That stuff is still shut off, but they popped back up like a month ago. So did they move? Because
I mean,
because the whole, like, everything is run through the UK, right? Because that's where Swift is, and that's how Swift banking is what deals with is the only really international bank out there. So did they move so that they could continue to develop the game in more freedom area?
I mean, how also how big is their team?
I don't
Right,
think
like
it's as big
they
as
might
it
be.
needs to be.
Well, so that's the thing, right? They could be trying to keep this. And you also said too, right? Like at however many copies at $140 a pop, right? How much money would you say that the average person who plays Call of Duty has invested into the game? On one game, right? On
Mhm.
Modern Warfare right now. The average person that didn't even pay for the game.
Oh,
Bungo,
probably.
how much money worth do you have
You
skins
don't
on
you
Call
don't
of
want to
Duty?
know how
No,
much
I do.
I spent on
I do. Yeah.
it. It was somewhere around $2,000.
Okay.
So I understand that, right? I'm not talking like a AAA studio. Like, I know that they're not going to become EA. I know that they're not going to become Activision. I don't even consider them AAA devs anymore. Those are conglomerates. Like that's like 12 like Activision has like fucking 14 studios.
Yeah.
You know, EA's got a fuck ton of studios. What I'm talking about is like they are just as big as Santa Monica. They have just as many, they fucking, like, I get it. Naughty Dog's released like banger after banger, but like they've got a substantial amount of money. Like,
do they have any intentions of partnering with like a big studio
I
to
don't
just
think
push
so.
these updates along?
I don't think so because they don't want somebody else to have the control.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It makes sense. I
Nikita's
wouldn't
making
want them
his
to,
game.
but
The only company that I would say that if they were going to partner with, that they could and they would leave them alone, would be Sony, because Sony doesn't care. Sony just says, make your game, here's a fuck ton of money, and every time that Sony drops a game, it's just a banger. You know, there's
that would
not a
make the
game.
most sense.
There's not a first party game that Sony has fucking released that
They should
wasn't a
take it to
banger.
Shark Tank.
I don't think they would make it with Sony because Sony would want it PlayStation compatible.
Here's the thing,
ahead.
though. You could now.
How? What?
The PS5, you
Go
could.
ahead, why? Why not?
You don't have enough button combinations to make that like functional.
No,
It
but
doesn't
you
affect us. I'll kill a Timmy
No,
that's on PS4.
No, I mean, but you realize that PS5s you can hook up a mouse and keyboard.
Okay, what do you think the real percentage is of players that are playing on a PS5 that use mouse and keyboard?
Look on
Honestly.
Call of Duty, which is still the largest game. A lot.
Yeah.
It's the people that can't afford or don't want to have this giant thing and have to do the maintenance and shit on it. They just want this console that they can do everything with. They can play games, they can run DVDs, it sits in their living room.
There are a lot of people who
A small bedroom to.
Yeah, I don't have an entire office just dedicated to this fucking thing here.
But
I want to say that your average like COD player is playing on a fucking controller, not a mouse and keyboard.
I would say average, yeah, but it would still, like, if I load up Warzone, right, and I go into a game and crossplay is on, there's gonna be a fuck ton of people on both Xbox and on PlayStation who it registers them as a mouse and keyboard input.
Yeah, it's no different than like Warzone. There's not as many as Tarkov, like button combinations, things like that, but the basics you can still do on a controller.
Yeah,
I mean, there has been people have made content about playing Tarkov on like a fucking N64 controller and shit, right?
I mean,
like,
you got to think, right? So like the way that they changed it for like Rainbow Six PC versus console was you had to ADS in order to shift left and right. So
they're going to be at a disadvantage, but if they like I said, if they can't afford a PC or if they don't want a PC, but they still want to play Tarkov, it just opens it up for more revenue for Tarkov to.
Because I'll tell you right now, if Tarkov released on console, and even if like you took away some of like the button combos to like, you know, the button combos that we don't fucking use 90% of the time.
Yeah, I don't need to inspect my gun. I don't need to.
They'd make a fuck ton of money. Like a colossal fuck ton of money. You know how many times I see on TikTok fucking people asking like, "Oh, is this on console? Like this looks fucking fun as shit."
Yeah, I've seen a bunch of it too.
Now that would have to be a like after the game is released thing though.
Yeah,
It could not be aim assist.
Do you think that running it on console would have to be? It would fuck all of us for like FPS capping.
No, because they don't have
speed.
They don't FPS cap Warzone, so I doubt that they would have ever FPS cap us. But the other thing too is it might also not be crossplay if they did it. It might just be console to console.
Separate servers for console, yeah.
Yeah, like you have PUBG and then you have PUBG Mobile. Like just have Tarkov console.
Yeah, I mean, talking about, companies making too much fucking money and not giving a shit, Twitch. Both me and Bungo, YouTube guys, you got Chef who's on Twitch. And then Twitch decides, it gets leaked to Bloomberg that they want to now maximize profit for Twitch and basically screw over all of their actual partners. So a lot of partners, just in case for you guys who are newer to the streaming game, got a 70-30 split back in the day. Meant that they got 70% of the revenue for all their subs and everything like that. And now they want to cut everyone back down to 50. Add this weird tier system, which nobody knows anything about. And this is all leaked, so this could all change, right? But Bloomberg normally doesn't post shit that doesn't end up coming out to be true. And then they want to incentivize ads more. How much more can they incentivize the ads before, like, am I going to have to do a tier 2 subscription to Chef in order to avoid ads now?
I don't understand that. I mean, ads, I get they're making money for the creators and for Twitch, but
yeah, but I mean,
the creators aren't really getting paid unless you're like a big dog.
Yeah, and you're just spamming.
Like, you know what fucking ad revenue is for Twitch a month? Probably like
78 cents.
Probably not even.
No. So here's the thing, right? So a couple months ago, Veritas and Jessica Zam talked about it during their podcast, right? Back when Tarkov really blew the fuck up. Veritas averaged at one point for like 3 days, like 100 and some odd thousand viewers. He made $4 in ad revenue.
So it's only for Twitch. Twitch just wants the money from ads.
Yes, because here's the thing, right? So YouTube gives a substantially larger cut for ads, like much larger. Because if you're thinking, right, so if Veritas say we'll do an average, right? If Veritas had 100,000 people for 3 days, right, and that was his average base, that means view counts in the millions. Because how many people, they click on somebody, they watch them, an ad pops up, they click away. If you had millions of views on a video on YouTube, you're pulling in like $9,000 off that on that one video. And then you got Twitch, he's like, how does $8 sound? You're like, what?
YouTube also has YouTube Premium that gets rid of everything.
Yeah. Back, what did Twitch have before? It was, there used to be a Twitch version of YouTube Premium, and I cannot remember what it was. Anyway,
I don't know about
so
that.
it used to be, if you were subscribed to this like Twitch thing, this is before Amazon bought Twitch. You got no ads on any channel.
Oh, gotcha.
That's basically what YouTube Premium is. But here's the thing, right? So me and Bungo, obviously, right? We're not partnered. We're not making any money off of this anyway. But if a YouTube Premium member watches, you get double what the ad revenue would be for that one person.
Really?
Yes.
That's kind of cool. But wait, didn't you just say that they're not actually watching ads?
Yes.
Yeah, they don't watch ads.
But YouTube Premium is $15 a month.
Yep. So the time that they would have spent watching
the creator,
get
gets
money
paid
from it
for them not watching the ad.
Yes.
Big brain.
Yeah. Like, that's the thing, right? And we've talked about this before, right? About the whole YouTube versus Twitch thing. And, I had to reality check a couple people before. Is like, you're dumb to think that YouTube is ever going to lose this. They're the longest standing video content machine on the internet. Like, billions of active users a day.
Yeah.
And then you got Twitch, who's like, yeah, the only thing we do is live stream. That's it. And by the way, your VODs, yeah, you can't go past a couple months now. So you're never going to make revenue off of those. You can't post clips on there that actually, like, you know how hard it is to go and find a fucking clip from somebody?
Yeah, they just disappear.
Like, how?
Well, they just, like, get mixed into the, like, a bunch. They don't, like, if you do one, like, live, they don't go to, like, the top of the list for clips. It just gets, like, thrown in there.
But, like, how hard would it be for Twitch to literally just make another tab and all it would be fucking funny ass clips or edited videos.
Yeah.
You're owned by Amazon, which is the largest web hosting fucking servers in the world, and they cannot. They're like, we don't want to waste the space.
They really like don't do a lot of big changes. They do these little stupid changes that just fuck over the streamers, which makes no sense since they're a streaming platform.
I mean, hey, so fun fact: did you guys hear why Saikuno left Twitch?
Did he really?
Yeah, he left. He's on YouTube. So one, YouTube offered him like an exorbitant amount of money, like ridiculous. But it all started because Twitch had sent over what was supposed to be his new contract. There was a typo, and they called him Suckano. He thought it was a phishing scam, and he was like, "This is $1 billion company." Actually, it's Amazon, so it's basically $1 trillion company. It was like, and you typoed my name as the 9th most subscribed person on your entire platform.
Wow, big oof.
Rip.
And YouTube went, "Hey, we're gonna, we're gonna spell your name right, but we're also gonna offer you so much fucking money that you would be literally stupid to ignore it." You know, I had somebody bring up the fact they were like, "Oh yeah, but Lupo's not doing nearly, the numbers that he was doing on fucking Twitch." I was like, "You think that fucking matters?" I was like, "You know how many millions of dollars they probably offered him a month?"
Yeah.
I was like,
his viewership, all of his viewers and all of his donos, most of the time he's doing charity stuff.
Oh yeah, I mean he doesn't take donos anymore. That man does not care. And you got Tim the Tap Man, who on average now, if you look, his average numbers on YouTube are higher than they ever were on Twitch.
Yeah,
he had peak times. He had peak viewers that were higher.
Yeah.
But when you're sitting here and every day this dude's he hits start stream and immediately has 100,000 fucking people watching him.
So here's the thing, right? When you have somebody like Tim the Tap Man, though, like Tim was like tremendous on Twitch, right? Like
100%.
But his fucking YouTube game
has
always been insane. 100%. His edits, we all need a Whips.
Oh yeah, Whips.
Right? Like I consider Bowser to be my Whips, right? 100%. Because if I need anything, I'm like, Bowser, I need help. Help me. Help, Dad. But that man just like creates gold. Like his fucking.
I mean, how can you not with fucking? How can you not though with Tim's personality? I mean, the dude sits there.
The thing.
Dude, he made fucking
stream is bullshitting.
That man probably made $10 million in the last fucking 2 months off of Wordle streams.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, the thing is that he just sits there and people make fun of him like for the first like 4 hours. They're just like, "Hey, how's the dent going?"
Yeah,
like dumb shit.
I
love that man.
Oh yeah, he's hysterical. He's one of the best fucking people.
I expected him to do way better on YouTube because the people, like you said, like everybody knows YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Not everybody is big into Twitch. So like they probably, if you typed in Warzone, I guarantee you, if you type in Warzone into YouTube, a Tim video is the first thing that pops up.
Oh, more than likely.
I mean, I literally put him on when I go to bed. Sounds really straight.
No, I mean I do the same thing with Lupo. Lupo goes up on the TV and I go to bed.
I had to block Lupo just because of his intro is so long. I would fall asleep and the next video would be his intro, and then I'm just like every night just listen to his intro for 15 fucking minutes. Like I blocked him, I unsubscribed, and they still fucking pop up.
You can't escape the Lupo.
You have to watch Lupo. It's like, in my recommended, he's blocked.
I'll tell you though, the only thing that I'm a little bit worried though with the whole YouTube game, right, is Fwiz leaving. Fwiz leaving YouTube was kind of like he was the head of YouTube gaming. He's the one who made YouTube gaming what it is now. Like he got all these creators signed, everything. And it worries me, but not so much because literally, like, so he left like a month ago, and then randomly they were just like, "Hey, cool, gifted memberships," and just dropped it.
Oh, okay. So maybe him leaving is a blessing in disguise. What if they make it into kind of like all the top creators are in this council?
They are.
So
that's part of
developers make the shit.
That's part of actually Lupo talked about it a bit. That's part of actually their contract. is they have to meet with them and they talk about the things that YouTube gaming needs to be in order for it to become a good streaming platform as well as a good content platform.
That's the way it should be. Hear it from the people that are actually there doing it, not.
You know, first night Wednesday, this past Wednesday was the first night of gifted memberships on YouTube. Within the first 20 minutes, Lupo had over fucking 4,000 gifted memberships.
And what's up? Because I know you can set your own price for membership. What's Lupo's membership price?
It's same as Twitch's, $4.99.
$5 or $4.99, yeah, whatever. It is.
But everybody, so right, even like Bungo, right? Bungo hits 1,000 subs by the end of the year, gets memberships, right? Bungo, as even 1,000 sub count fucking YouTube partner, gets a 70-30 split. Right out the gate. The thing that people beg for on Twitch, he will get it right out the gate.
Do you know what you're going to set your price as?
Honestly, I'm probably going to set my lowest price at probably $1.
I was thinking like $1 for the lowest. My highest is going to be about $3.50.
Must have been about $3.50.
Yeah,
Because I you know,
goddamn, it's a monster.
well, no, because like, you know, the actual reality is, right? So, you know, we've all got Weenie. Weenie makes all of the fucking emotes. She makes all the thumbnails for my channel. Hell, she made this fucking overlay for us.
Yep.
I want every single person to be able to use those emotes.
Yeah.
Because who's gonna turn away from, you know, $99 or 99 cents, not $99.
$99. Keep your goddamn emotes for $99 a month.
Because the thing is, right, and we've all talked about this, right? I'm not planning on making this shit a career. It's not the goal. The goal is to have fun, to make good friends while doing it. And you know, a year and a half ago, we didn't fucking know each other.
That's what I'm saying. Check. We got one of them. We just make good friends. Check.
Just how we met each other is insane.
I know. I shot Bowser right in the fucking face.
Yeah.
You shut up. Oh, I didn't know how you guys met. I thought you guys were just.
Oh yeah. Oh, do you want to hear the story? I'd love to tell it.
Yeah.
All right. So I was in Interchange, right? It's a stormy, foggy night in Interchange. It's gonna get real sexual.
Inside the mall. Inside the mall.
Inside the mall, right? I was going for the room on the backside. I can't remember what the fucking task is called. The Ollie Logistics key.
Yep.
So I was moving towards Ollie Logistics from the back escalator on the front side of Ollie. I hear people running. I see bodies shoot across like that hallway in front of Ollie Logistics. Fucking nades. I'm fucking throwing grenades. I'm just like, fuck it. We're just Hail Mary and shit. I don't know what it is or who it is. They're going down. I seen one person, right? So I start hiking these fucking nades. I peek up against one of the pillars and I hear footsteps on my right or on my left because I'm looking for the one guy at this point. Turn the corner and Bowser is in one of the cubicles where the docs where you have to get the shipping manifest from. And I just turned the corner and I think it was him and Max.
Jopa. No, it was me and Jopa.
Oh, okay. Him and Jopa were standing in the little cubicle together and I'm just like, fucking laid it out. I think it was Cat was the third person who I originally was throwing grenades at. In true Cat fashion, ran.
Oh yeah, I'm not surprised. Not surprised.
Cat, our resident rat. I love him to death though.
It just takes off. But then I seen him like, oh, he's a streamer. I had literally just started streaming I want to say maybe a month prior to that.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, damn, dude. I was like, you were tasking, weren't you? He's like, yeah. I was like, well, I'm running a task in that area and I have all the keys. So if you need the key for the next task, I'm down I'll run one with you if you want. And fuck yeah. We started fucking running around, just bullshitting. And the next thing you know, he's like, yeah, I'll join my Discord, man. We'll fucking play tomorrow, whatever. We'll play next, later this week. And here we are now.
Yeah, I've now reworked all of Chef's entire stream
and adopted me as a man child.
Yeah,
crazy.
You know, we still have one of the best clips ever of Chef almost bawling his eyes out on stream when we sent him a new computer that was not the computer he thought he was getting.
Love you.
Hey, we do what we can, my dude. But and then I met fucking Stungies through Jopa. And all this comes from the weirdest fucking thing too, is I've known our buddy Whitey Jr. for over fucking 12 years. Haven't seen him before. He just noticed one day that I was streaming, and I met Jopa, and I started playing with Jopa all the time, and then I met Bungo. And then I got murdered by Chef.
It's insane. How this went. I don't know how I found Danny. I don't remember. But Nick was the head mod for Danny. And I just popped in the chat and was like, hey, if you need a mod, let me know. And they jumped into my stream. It was like the first time I had streamed in like 5 or 6 years. And they're like, hey, we picked you, whatever, join the mod team. And through Nick, me and Nick recruited Jopa onto Danny's mod team. And then me and Jopa started playing games together. And then through Jopa, I met Bowser. Through Bowser, I met Chef. And
yeah,
here we are.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Doing Scuffed as Fuck podcast together.
Hey, you know what though? I mean, we've talked about it a number of times, man. Like, I remember back in the day, all of our parents told us, hey, don't talk to people on the internet. People on the internet are weird. Like, I talk to these motherfuckers more than I talk to my own fucking, like, people I know in real life.
Yeah, like I told all you guys, wish me a happy birthday before my fucking family did.
Hey.
That's what we do, baby.
And just in case.
Also, for the record, I also want to say that Bungo violently forced his birthday into my head. So,
hell yeah,
I did.
Yeah, you did. You're like, you have to know what my birthday is. You like, you were drunk. It was. Fun.
I'll go ahead and I'll give our other 3 boys. We've got Whitey Jr. 92. We've got Jopa the Great. We've got Cat Yusha Pravada.
Good luck fighting that.
Yeah,
one.
good luck. If you've made it this far, those are also more members who are the Scuffed Streamer Alliance. They aren't really able to record the podcast with us, based off of just different
schedules,
times, life. Jopa fucking sick as a dog, but
Jopie's got the poops.
Yeah. But I think that is probably going to wrap us for the week. Bungo, go ahead and say your goodbyes to our lovely listeners here.
Goodbye.
All right, Chef, you're up.
Goodbye.
All right, guys, we will catch you guys next time. Like I said, this is going to be hopefully an every other week thing, as long as work does not get into the way of it. And we will catch you guys next time.